want to talk a little bit about something that some of you will know about, or you might have heard about. It's called neuroplasticity. But I want to talk about how you can use that to identify and change some habits. All right? I was on a golf course on the Gold Coast, and I had a client that I was working with, and they paid for a golf pro to come and play golf with us. And the intention of that golf pro playing golf with us was to give us some coaching. So they paid for it. And anytime as a coach or a consultant you get a chance to go play golf and the client pays for it, you just do that because it's a lot of fun. So we were there, 3 holes, 4 holes, and then the coach, the golf pro said, "You know, Eugene, you've got the best bad swing I've seen in a long time." I wasn't quite sure exactly how to take that. I wasn't sure if it was a compliment or an insult. He said, no, don't be insulted. He said, what you've done is you have fine-tuned a bad swing. And you've done it in such a way that it's now become permanent. He said, and that's the mistake a lot of people make. He said, people make the mistake of thinking that practice makes perfect. He said, that's a lie. Practice makes permanent. Wow. And he said basically that 95% of everything we do is at a subconscious level. How is that possible? How is it that we don't have to think about 95% of the things that we do? Our behaviors, our language, our attitudes, they're all at that subconscious, unconscious mind level, 95%. So down there, you'll use a 7-iron. And he made me stand a certain way. He'd make change my balance, change my hips, change the way I grip. I said, this is really uncomfortable. He goes, that's because you're having to unlearn so you can relearn. See, because your habits are wrong. So the way you address it, everything. So if you really want to execute change, you've got to say, I've got to widen a new neural pathway. The only way you can change a habit is by creating new neural circuits and abandoning old ones. You cannot do what you have always done and expect to change a habit. Now the problem that we have is a lot of us try to make all the changes at one time. That only leads to discombobulation, frustration, and we just go back to the old habits. I almost feel like saying, can I get an amen? And they said, this is just like opening a new neural pathway. The first time is really hard. The second time is a bit easier. The third time is even easier. Eventually, you can walk across without it's called synapses and myelins. And once they start connecting, they start strengthening each other. Our brain circuits are activated over and over again. I'm asking you, what are you going to change as a result of what I've been talking about? Right. What are you going to identify and make a difference on? How are you going to be 1% better, 1% different? How are you going to stretch yourself? Yeah. Because that's your challenge. You know what? You want to know where you start? Do you start with the cue? Do you start with the biscuit? You start with the reward. The reward. Yeah. Start with the reward. So you ask yourself the question, I'm going to identify a reward. I've got to find an alternative to satisfy me, to fill me up. I've got to then have deliberate practice. That's how you bust a habit. So you use neuroplasticity and your awareness of the way brain works to change a habit.
Exploring that, but thank you once again for coming out tonight. We've really appreciated your time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so do connect with him and that'd be fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Eugene. That was incredible. I heard Eugene speak many, many years ago, and you still got the fire in there, mate. It is absolutely awesome.